Welcome everybody to Friday Night Smackdown here in Providence, Rhode Island. And tonight we're starting off with a good old promo from If They Want to Come Out. And production team, please don't leave me hanging. Do I need a drum roll? There we go. The Judgment Day. Of course, because they are our new Smackdown Tag Team Champions after successfully beating Pretty Deadly at Payback. And in a sense, Balor getting a little bit of payback on Seth Freakin Rollins, taking the titles from his boys. And you're good to see just the swagger that Finn Balor's walking. He is in a good mood. Of course, JD backing them up here too. You know, the Judgment Day walk around in numbers quite frequently. And I'm sure he's happy for his boys and his mentor, Finn Balor, as well. And don't forget Damian Priest, of course. Well, smells like the father to the Judgment Day a little bit. Well, I suppose Rhea's the mommy, so there needs to be some kind of father. Damian Priest is the tallest. That works. I think he might be the oldest too. I don't know. I haven't done the maths. It's him or Balor. Anyways, without further ado, let's hear what the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions JD McDonagh have to say. All rise for the Judgment Day, and all rise for your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I knew that me and Finn would be an unstoppable force and easily win the titles, and we will rule the SmackDown Tag Team division. You know what, big man? You're right. I needed a new focus, and these titles are the right way. So I'm looking forward to tagging with you on a more consistent basis and focusing on... Oh, I wasn't sure what he was supposed to be saying he's focusing on. But maybe. These lads think that they should still be the focus. Of course, they still have their rematch clause. Because that's how that stuff works. When the champions lose, they get rematch clause. We've already seen these men have rematch clauses before. When they lost the Raw Tag Team titles. And they took on the Brutes on an episode of Raw. And they were unsuccessful there. Will the case be the same when rematch clausing for the SmackDown Tag titles? I guess time will only tell. The only thing that won't repeat itself is they won't be doing it on Raw, because there isn't a Raw title. But anyways. Pretty Deadly out here. You should be focusing on Pretty Deadly, as we still have our rematch clause, and we want it at Fastlane in a TLC match. You can have your rematch at Fastlane, but you think we're going to give you the opportunity to sneak away with a win in a match you're becoming specialists in? No chance. Oh, now I said Pretty Deadly's out here. Now Pretty Freakin Deadly is out here. Because our WWE Universal Champion, Seth Freakin Rollins, is out here. Doing a good old jiggy dance. Clearly has some words of his own to add to this conversation. Sorry to intrude, but don't you think, Finn, that wouldn't you love to beat my friends in a no DQ match or adding insult to injury in their preferred match type? Done. Pretty Deadly, you have your TLC match at Fastlane. Smart choice, Finn. Smart choice. You know what I'm thinking, Seth? Why should those four get to have all the fun? Why don't I get a title match for that Universal title at Fastlane? You quite happily gave one to Dominic. He doesn't deserve the title match. At least Dominic got trained by a respectable veteran in Rey Mysterio. You're lucky you're here considering who trained you. Give him the match, you coward. I'll tell you what, JD. If you beat me tonight, then I'll give you a title match at Fastlane. How does that sound? Prepare to be broken. Oh, okay. I guess it will be the SmackDown Tag Title match, TLC match. And of course, we've got the match that's coming up in a minute. Anyways, tonight we have a celebration for the newly crowned Women's Tag Team Champions. We also have a promo from MVP, and Omos is by his side. We have a promo from Ilja Dragunov. And also Tiffany Stratton celebration for retaining her women's championship. Mr. Long, I want to be able to bounce back after my loss at Payback. So I'm going to go out there in the main event, and you're going to go find me an opponent. And they better be a worthy one, because they're going to be in for the beating of their life. Oh, okay, I guess that's another thing that's happening tonight. Gunther's taking on somebody in the main event, okay. Cool for that one, I guess. He wants that bounce back, like I said. Well, like he said. Well, after losing to that man, Seth Freakin Rollins, going after the Universal title. Talking about the Universal title and going for it. JD's looking to beat Seth Rollins here tonight. And they'll give him an opportunity at Fastlane. Oh, JD gets out of the way with that one. Oh, takes down Rollins with a moonsault. Okay, that was glorious. And now an enziguri by Rollins. Things are feeling smooth today, I don't know why. Anyways, JD grabs the spinning arm of Rollins and locks him in the abdominal stretch. JD McDonagh has been called a surgeon by many, or at least that kind of surgeon-like precision of just targeting limbs and just destroying them. Yeah, and I guess that's what he meant by saying that he was going to break Seth Rollins here tonight. Oof. Because we know that Rollins' legs haven't been doing the best as of late. Maybe JD is looking to do some damage against that. Also just some natural wear and tear, you know. Rollins had surgery on it, so I'm sure JD knows all about it. Especially considering who his mentor is. Oh, crossbody by Rollins. Now jumping for the knee drop. Oh, right over the face of JD. Oh, I think I see some blood coming out too. Jeez, okay. And now Rollins swinging for the fences at JD, trying to keep him down. Just keeping his eyes back on Judgment Day. Or just taunting away at Finn Balor. You know what he's doing. Rollins maybe should be focusing on the match instead. Oh, right to the back of JD. Oh, did JD. Rollins rolls out of the way for momentarily. Oh, Kit Wilson gets in the corner of JD's eye, and that's enough to distract him. And now Rollins. Oh no, JD's fighting back. Rollins rolls away. Drop kick. Single leg. And Rollins now covers. Kick out. JD. Oh! Oh, okay. JD got back in. Dodged Rollins there. Oh, Balor! Sending back in Rollins. No, he's not allowed to do too much to him. He's allowed to do that, and that's disrupted Rollins enough. Now JD's taking it to him. Oh, now he's working the legs. I said he would eventually. Oh, right to Rollins now. Now just teeing off on him. Ooh, oh, right to that midsection. Rollins is feeling that one. And now yet again working on the leg of Seth Rollins. Kicks him down. Ooh, oh, Rollins getting out of the way. Oh, arm drag, Japanese style if I'm not mistaken. And now a neck breaker from JD. This is going to be a good match to start off Smackdown. Start off the build to Fastlane. Oof. And now JD wrenching the leg. Oh, and again. Down a third. Rollins is not looking good here. Oh, what a double axe handle. I think the elbow caught Rollins in the face too. JD now grabs Rollins by the leg. Oh, yeah, again the knee stomp type situation. But Rollins though, the enziguri putting an end to all that. And Rollins kicks in the midsection. Rollins looking for a pedigree. And Rollins there. Oof. Always looking for a curb stomp. Will he get it? Oh, JD McDonagh gets the counter. And goes for the cover now. One kick out. Oh, tornado DT springboarding, doing it too. JD, what a move. Oh, now wrenching the head. Oh, and a strike to it. Now stomping yet again on the legs. Jeez. But no, Rollins not have any quit left in him. But neither does JD as he fires a chop back. And now Rollins. These two men trading blows, but no, Rollins counters that one. Oh, is JD going to try it? Oh, no, Rollins counters again. Rollins looking to have the upper hand here. But no, JD finally gets one back. Oh, no, JD's countering. Oh, but Rollins gets a discus forearm taken down. JD, it just doesn't look like he was getting back in the middle of things. And Rollins looking for another pedigree. But Rollins is down. You got to think his legs are getting damage done to him. That means those pedigrees are going to hurt every time it hits. And Rollins now, I don't quite know what he was looking for there. Maybe a bit of a last minute change of mind, maybe messed his brain up a little bit there. But now Rollins decided to go after the Judgment Day. Oh, jeez, Balor's now got it. Steps too, but JD takes out Seth Rollins. Clearly, Rollins trying to get in the head of Balor, but JD is proven to play dividend. Is that how that works? Never mind. Oh, Rollins. No, JD stops himself from getting in. But he's fallen to the downstairs downstairs? What am I on about? Down to the floor. I think he's just grabbing a breather at this point. He's got the time. Give chance for Rollins to get in the head of Balor again. Leave JD to an opening, but no, Rollins gets rid of JD. Oh, he just got in. And how taunting off of Finn Balor yet again. But this time smartly returning back to JD before JD gets back in the ring. And Rollins waiting there. Oh, running out of harm's way there. Chilling with Pretty Deadly. Oh, running around the ring now. Here's JD's gone to the outside. Back in. Oh, kick to the midsection. Seth Rollins looking for a curb stomp to JD McDonagh. Rollins taunting over at Finn Balor, wasting precious time. 1, 2. Oh, maybe wasted too much time as JD gets the shoulder up. Well, you got to question if Rollins can even put all into this curb stomps at the minute after JD's been working his legs this entire match. You got to have that question. I think Rollins, he's looking for it again. This time he's an assistance, but no, Rollins lands hard there. No, Rollins still getting out of the way, still maintaining some level of control of this match. And now locks in the crossface. Will JD tap? Will JD tap out? No, JD trying to wrench hard. Oh, Rollins, no. JD gets out of the way. Kicks the midsection. Headbutt. Takes down Rollins. I think you even see some blood falling down the face of Rollins. As now JD's working on the leg of Seth Rollins again, just making it harder for the curb stomp to be hit. But Pretty Deadly distracting JD for long enough. And Rollins bounces JD's face into the corner there. Down again. Yeah, why not? Anyways, Rollins picks him up, looking for this move. I don't know what Rollins is looking for here. Oh, avalanche inverted suplex, and he's still holding on. Lifted by a DDT. We know Balor likes hitting those. Maybe Rollins playing mind games as he takes down Balor again. And Rollins now sending Damian Priest into the ring, back line to the barricade, sorry. And Balor, Rollins, he's looking to put an end to JD. Mark, no, JD gets out of the way a second time from that. But no, Rollins dodges out of the way of that. And now Rollins knee strike to the face. Taking down JD there. You're just trying to stay on him. Super kick. Catches JD. I thought he wasn't going to for a second there, but he does. And Rollins now stomping away. Super kick. Rollins. Oh, now arguing with Damian Priest. But JD, he's too much out of it. Definitely say Rollins definitely had the upper hand in this match. Drop kick now in the corner. That doesn't mean JD hasn't done the damage. And now there's blood just forming on the mat. I think that might be JD's. But it could be some of Rollins. There's 2 and now a neck breaker. Takes down JD. It was where JD was lying earlier. So I'd imagine it probably is his. And Rollins now sends JD into the corner. Now what's Rollins looking for? Oh, the forearm there. Rollins. Phoenix splash. But no, JD gets out of the way in time. Stomp to the face now. But yet again, Pretty Deadly playing dividend for Rollins. Strike to the back now. Rollins looking for a third pedigree. Yet again, taking down Rollins, but Rollins is back to his feet early enough. Oh, Balor's distracted the referee. And Rollins takes down Priest. Rollins sends Balor into the table. Priest tries to send him into the ring, but no, Rollins sends Priest into the ring instead. And now Rollins, oh, the Seth Walker to Balor on the outside. And Priest, I think he's getting tossed out. He is. But JD rolling to the outside, maybe trying to keep a moment for himself as Priest. Rollins, double ice, I don't know. McDonagh firing out. A last ditch effort, maybe. I don't know. Spanish fly on the outside. Landing hard for Rollins there. Oh, right to the leg. That was dead-legging him right into the floor there. Oh, no. JD McDonagh locking in the clover leaf on Seth Rollins on the outside. That looks like it hurts bad. JD McDonagh locking in the submission. But no, Balor flips. Drop kick. Rollins runs back in. JD walking around. He's walking around very slowly, giving him a little bit of chance. He went for a headbutt, but no, Rollins catches him with the knee. And now Rollins setting up JD. Gets it this time. Second curb stomp. Rolling back over JD, not focusing on Balor this time. Counter 2, 3. Seth Rollins with the win. JD not getting that match at Fastlane. But I got to give it to him. He put up a hell of a fight. But no, Rollins walked out of the way with the win in the end. Managers played dividend on both sides there, but only one man could walk away the winner. And tonight, it was the Universal Champion, Seth freaking Rollins. I guess the question is now, who will Rollins face for that title at Fastlane? But we know, as far as we're aware, it's not JD McDonagh, but geez, that blood left on that floor. You got to question some of that is Rollins. Is JD beaten enough out of Rollins to make it a good chance for whoever next walks in the ring with Seth Rollins? But anyways, what a first match to start off. The first Smackdown after Payback. Anyways, still to come tonight, we have that promo from MVP with Omos with him. An announcement of some kind. Ilja Dragunov has come to talk to us after his match against Moxley. With Tiffany showing with a celebration after beating Rhea one-on-one properly. We also have in the main event, Gunther is taking on an opponent of Teddy Long's choosing. But up next, we have the women's tag team title win celebration. So let's get those lights out here, shall we? Oof. And that is, of course, going to be accompanied by Chase Hughes, Andre Chase, and Duke Hudson. It's Thea Hale and Jayne. After they successfully knocked off the inaugural Women's Tag Team Champions of Universe Mode and of the season in Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. We were questioning if anybody could do it, and the answer was these two women. They could do it. What a strong showing they put up, that was for sure. You could see the excitement on Thea Hale's face. And I don't blame her, that's for sure. I'd be excited beating Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Because what a call to fame that is. Anyways, what was in store for us in this new era of the women's tag team division? I guess we will find out shortly. Oh, I knew we could do it. And Jacy, I want to thank you for teaming with me. It's alright, Thea. I knew we could do it. And I'm happy because we could call ourselves the new Women's Tag Team Champions. Oh, yeah, we are. And I want to thank Mr. Chase, Duke, Jacy, everybody here and everybody at home for believing in me, and that it will not be in vain, as me and Jacy will prove to you all that we can be the greatest women's tag team champions ever. Oh, looks like somebody's here to spoil the celebration. Or should I say some people. It's the former women's tag team champions, Shayna Baszler there on the left, Zoe Stark on the right. clearly have something to dispute, of course. They still had their rematch clause at some point against the Women's Tag Team Champions. I guess maybe we might find out when that will be. Yeah, these two showing absolutely zero respect to the champions. Let's hear what they have to say to the champs. This is so sad. It's pathetic is what it is. You think you can even think about claiming that you could be the greatest women's tag team ever down the line? Try beating the entire division like we had to do, to the point that management had to come up with new teams to even find a challenge for us. Sure, we didn't beat all those teams that you beat, but we did beat you. You got lucky at Payback, but you won't be so lucky at Fastlane. So hold on to those titles tightly in bed tonight and in the weeks following, so you can remember what it's like to hold them. Well, okay. I guess we know that rematch is now happening at Fastlane for the women's tag title, of course. And we still have to come tonight. Ilja addresses his match at Payback that he just had. We have Tiffany Stratton a celebration after beating Rhea Ripley one-on-one. We also have in the main event Gunther versus Teddy Long's choosing of opponents. But up next, we have MVP making an announcement with Omos. So let's give him the floor, shall we? The first, he's got to come on out here. So out he comes. Or at least maybe he's coming behind Omos. I'm assuming it's something to do with the career of Omos. Omos hasn't had a great deal of success as of yet in universe mode. Maybe MVP is looking to change that. No, MVP's a smart man. He'll have some plan up his sleeve. As Omos is now marching down to the ring. I was going to say to ringside, but no, they'll probably be talking in the ring, I'd imagine. So that balls that up a little bit. But anyways, it's just crazy seeing Omos walk down. That 7-foot Nigerian giant. Omos, that is. It's crazy, making people look in the crowd look small. He's over a foot taller than me. If that ain't intimidating, I don't know what is. And anyways, I said both Omos and MVP are out here. So, let's hear what this announcement is all about, shall we? I feel as of late nobody's been taking Omos seriously and been treating him as the threat he truly is. So I proposed an idea to Teddy Long and he liked it. So we're going to be starting the 5-minute challenge with Omos. If you can survive 5 minutes with Omos in the ring, then you get a shot at Ilja's United States title. So, who will be Omos's meal first? Oh, I don't think this is a smart idea. Scrypts. I guess Scrypts is the first one to answer the Omos 5-minute challenge. I don't know if he's surviving, but I guess good luck is in order. Sure, why not? Anyways, Scrypts out here. He's full of excitement. He's full of hype. I feel like you've got to be on something to want to do this with Omos. So maybe Scrypts is. Anyhow, like I said, Scrypts out here. So let's pray for him, shall we? Let's do it, shall we? Please be kind to him. Let's get this match underway, shall we? The 5 minutes is on the timer. Oh, Scrypts is just trying there, but Omos. I was already walking over him, just the absolute disrespect. Jeez, Omos. Oh, 2 hands around the throw and just slamming down Scrypts there, jeez. Oh, not again, a second time. Oh, and the ref's calling it. He's calling it. He's putting an end to the match already. Jeez, Omos looking indestructible already. That's a quick way through that 5-minute challenge. That wasn't even a minute, was it? I don't even know. But anyways, Omos. Whew. Who will step up to the plate next, I guess? We'll have to see until next week. But anyways, let's find out what we still got on tonight. Of course, we have Tiffany Stratton with her celebration after beating Rhea Ripley. We also have Gunther in the main event taking on an opponent of Tay Long's choosing. And also, we have Ilja coming up next, speaking on behalf of his match at Payback against Jon Moxley. I can now also confirm that it only took 25 seconds for the ref to stop the match between Omos and Scrypts. If that isn't something to fret for, I don't know what is. So I think MVP is getting exactly what he wants. But we were also talking about the first person to be able to do that against Omos. From here on out, we'll get a United States title opportunity. Which, beating Omos is one thing. But I'd say, it's just lasting 5 minutes with Omos is one thing. But I'd say challenging for this title is a whole nother beast. Like proving at Payback what Jon Moxley tried to do to Ilja Dragunov. And still, look who's champion. So, I don't even think 5 minutes, surviving 5 minutes with Omos is good enough preparation to take on this man. But I suppose it's a good step on the way there. And I'm sure Ilja will still find opponents naturally until the case of Omos being beaten has happened. Anyways, Ilja said he wanted some time to talk about that match at Payback, and he's been granted it. So, let's give the Invincible Man what he wants. Because, well, we're running out of opponents quite quickly, so maybe giving him a few less matches wouldn't hurt so much instead of wrestling every week on Smackdown. Anyways, let's hear what he has to say, shall we? Thank you everyone, but hold your applause please, because there was two men in that war last Sunday. Sure, I was the victor, but I needed somebody to push me to my limits and beyond, and I found a man that can do it like no other. So I'd like to bring him out here. Jon Moxley, wherever you are, please join me in the ring. He says wherever he is, I don't know. No, Jon Moxley could be anywhere. There he comes. Good old Jon Moxley, oh my wild thing. He makes my heart sing. Makes everything groovy. Oh, wild thing. It's Jon Moxley entering through the crowd as per usual. He's looking a bit bad a little bit, but it's Jon Moxley. When is he not? It's been said over and over again, a hellacious match between Jon Moxley and Ilja Dragunov, one for the ages. It really was. But only one man could win, and in this case it was Ilja Dragunov. But no disrespect to Jon Moxley in that regards. I think he's going to be held quite highly among the locker room for time to come, even though just staying in the match as long as he did and putting on the damage to Ilja as he did. So, now I think he's also made it a lot scarier to go against Ilja, knowing what Moxley did to him and Ilja's still standing. But at the same time, the wear and tear surely wearing on Ilja, and Jon Moxley may have just done the huge anvil onto Ilja that might make the dominoes fall. But anyways, Jon Moxley out here. Let's carry on this conversation, shall we? Thank you for joining me out here. I just wanted to thank you for that incredible match last Sunday. It was the kind of fight I'd been looking for all this time. You're welcome, because see, I enjoyed it too, and I would love to get it down with you again sometime. But you need to fight other opponents, and I need to earn my way back. But mark my words, we will cross again, and when we do, I will beat you. I look forward to it. Oh, Ilja is extending the hand, and Jon Moxley accepts the handshake this time. Great level of sportsmanship there from Jon Moxley. Anyway, still to come tonight, we have the main event. Gunther taking on an opponent of Tay Long's choosing. But at first, we have, or next I suppose we should say actually, because it's not first, is Tiffany Stratton's celebration for defeating Rhea Ripley. It's a fair celebration to have. The first person to do it in Universe Mode is defeat Rhea Ripley one-on-one. Tiffany Stratton, the only person to beat Rhea Ripley on more than one occasion. I don't believe there's... I believe the only other person to be able to have a victory over Rhea Ripley, if I'm not mistaken, of Universe Mode is Becky Lynch. And I believe that was in a count-out situation in that mixed tag match that Becky and Rollins took on Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley on the Smackdown before Night of Champions, if I'm not mistaken. So that was of the first win over Rhea Ripley. Then it was Tiffany cashing in and making it a triple threat match at SummerSlam. And now Tiffany Stratton gets the first official one-on-one victory over Rhea Ripley. That is something to celebrate for, that is for sure. There are a few that are left undefeated in Universe Mode. Obviously, we just saw Dragunov. He is the main one to beat at the minute. But anyways, let's hear what Tiffany has to say. I told you all I could do it. I beat Rhea Ripley one-on-one, and nobody can say any different. Oh, okay. I mentioned it just a minute ago, if that. It's Becky Lynch, the only other person to have a victory over Rhea Ripley, though. Did not beat Rhea Ripley last time that she had, like, any time that she went on one-on-one recently. Because say last time, more importantly, was when she took on Rhea Ripley for the reward of fighting Tiffany at Payback. The only other time she fought Rhea Ripley this season, outside that mixed tag match, was at Night of Champions, where Rhea Ripley beat Becky. So she had a fair share of Rhea too. Whew, but Becky does not look in a good mood, that is for sure. You're right, you are done with Rhea. So now it's my turn to fight you. I've already beaten you one-on-one, and you lost to Rhea a few weeks ago, so you don't deserve it as far as I'm concerned. You know the difference between us, Tiffany? That you're washed up and I'm only getting better? No, it's that I'm happy to fight each and every week in all kinds of matches to earn title shots and then do the same thing even when I become champion. Hold up, I've just had a Tiffany epiphany because you've just given me an idea. If you want to fight so bad, then from now till Fastlane, you have to fight in matches of my choosing, and if you win, then you get your match at Fastlane. But if you lose just once, then you don't get the challenge for a title for a whole year. Done deal. Who's my first opponent? Don't you mean opponents? Because your first match is a handicap match between you and Fabulous Fire. I don't know if this was smart by Becky. It's going to take a lot, especially when we're starting out with a handicap match. I was expecting just one-on-one matches each week, you know. We got like Ted DiBiase Jr., that kind of situation, but no. Tiffany's gone. I did not say anything about taking on opponents one-on-one. You're taking on two opponents tonight, in Fabulous Fire being Carmella and Sonya Deville. Of course, that team was formed to try and find some kind of opponent for Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark when they were still women's tag champs. Whew. On the Smackdown side of things, at least. So, that's why they're a team recently formed. So maybe not on the strongest bit of chemistry. Maybe Becky Lynch can use that to her advantage. That this is a newly done team. So capture on that inexperience, especially I don't believe Carmella is very. Do I actually know Carmella has been a women's tag champion before? She did team with Zelina Vega, if I'm not mistaken. And this woman's also been a women's tag champ at one point, teaming with Chelsea Green of Raw. Well, Vega's also on Raw, but you know, that could be an interesting situation at some point. I don't see it being a tag match because I don't see Zelina Vega and Chelsea Green teaming up. Also, Chelsea's got a tag team partner in Piper Niven at the minute. Sonya's definitely not opposed from the tag team situations. Obviously, created Fire and Desire with Mandy Rose, and that was part of Absolution with Paige as well. So Sonya definitely not adverse to tag teams. Of course, Carmella was also kind of in a trio with Enzo and Cass, but wasn't. I'm sure they did mixed tag stuff at some point. Actually, I'm like 99% sure they did in NXT. So neither woman outburst from that tag team and the women's tag team gold, that is for sure. But with each other, not so much. Another person that's that's somewhat versed in the women's tag stuff is Becky Lynch, who has been a women's tag champ before with Lita. I'd say that pretty much. And she, funny enough, I mentioned Paige, PCB days, that trio when we were having the women's revolution. So there's a decent bit there, but Becky Lynch doesn't have to be focusing on her instincts with tag teams necessarily, unless it's to figure out how Sonya and Carmella are going to work with each other. And we've already had every legal participant, well, everybody be a legal participant in this match. That did not take long, as Sonya Deville is now in. Every combination, of course, because basically everybody has to be tagged in on one side, and that's every combination, because there's nobody on the other side to mix it around with a little bit. But Becky Lynch staying strong at this point. But this is not a good start for Becky Lynch, that is for sure. Already starting out with a 2-on-1. What's Tiffany Stratton got in store for her next? And that's 3 weeks, 3 more weeks after this. It's our 4-week build to Fastlane. This week and 3 more weeks. So Becky's got to go through 4 matches of Tiffany Stratton's concoction. Oh, Sonya just got rise down barricade. That's some big damage that Becky Lynch needs. Take on a 2-on-1 situation. You get my point. This is match 1. Is this Tiffany throwing all her balls in the first court and then just slowly grinding Becky Lynch down from there? Oh, Becky Lynch looking to end that early with a disarmer. And Sonya just gets out of the way and Carmella helping out there. And Sonya Sonya gets a shoulder block. Yeah, I don't know if this was a smart idea from Becky. I don't know. Well, I suppose it wasn't. Well, actually, no, she did deal with it, but she kind of gave Tiffany an idea, and Becky is just so desperate to fight Tiffany that she's willing to do all this. Oh, Becky! Manhandle slam to Carmella there. 1, 2. Oh, Carmella kicks out clean. Not enough damage done. Oh, Sonya Deville gets a knee strike. I'm bludgeoning Becky Lynch now. Jeez. Now just teeing off on Becky. Sonya's not even an equal participant. Charles, what are you doing later in the ring? Jeez. Carmella and Sonya now teaming together. Jeez. So this isn't Tornado. And Sonya's out of the ring now, but so is Becky. Oh, and another knee smash to the face. That numbers advantage is starting to show for Becky, against Becky now. Becky seems to lose that, blast out the gates type offense, momentum, whatever you want to call it. And how Carmella's just sent Becky into the barricade now. But no, Becky maybe gets a bit more of that momentum, that adrenaline. But no, Becky. Oh, yeah, but whatever. Yeah, Becky sent Carmella into the barricade. And I don't know what Becky's doing out here. I can't really see because of the barricade, but that didn't look good for Carmella. But Carmella's back to her feet. Maybe she got out of it. I don't know. The kick to the gut now. No, count of 8. Both women trying to get back in. Oh, maybe Becky Lynch taking a second there. I don't know. Mind games maybe. But no, Carmella gets the roll up on Becky. Is that going to be it? No. Of course, it's also a thing that if Becky loses one of these 4 matches, she is not challenging for a title for a year. Tiffany said a title. So that doesn't mean, that means no women's tag title. That means no title from the other brand if she ever ends up on the other brand after the brand switch after WrestleMania. So that's it's a risky decision for Becky, that's for sure. There's questions, what should she even, if you're not here to win championships, what are you here to do? You know, well, what would Becky do for a whole year? And the manhandle slam now to Carmella. 1, 2, 3. Becky Lynch gets her first victory in this handicap match, in this first, road to Tiffany Stratton or whatever you want to call it. And she took some damage there, but luckily for Becky, sorry, that match did not last too long. But she definitely took some damage. Oh, they're going. But what has Tiffany next got in store for Becky Lynch? Feeling Tiffany's going to leave it as late as possible to to give us information on that, I'm sure. To give Becky as least preparation as possible. But anyways, Becky Lynch out here. Let's see. Let's carry on with the night, shall we? Because of course we now have the main event. Is Gunther taking on an opponent of Teddy Long's choosing. Gunther said, and I quote, Make sure to choose a worthy one. Because they're going to get a beating. Or at least something along those lines. It was something close. It's been like, I don't know, 40 minutes maybe since that happened. A lot's happened since. No. And Gunther's been training with Imperium, I'm sure, to get himself warmed up for this match. Like I said earlier, he lost to Seth Rollins at Payback. The Universal title, and he's looking to bounce back and get back in the winning ways, getting back on that momentum early. A smart decision by Gunther. For sure, wipe the taste, that bitter taste, out of his mouth of loss by getting a victory in the main event of SmackDown here. Just the question is, who will be his opponents? And will they be worthy enough for Gunther? I guess only time will tell. He's brought Ludwig and Vinci with him. Don't know why I said Ludwig and Vinci, because that's one guy's first name, one guy's last name. I could say Ludwig and Giovanni or Kaiser and Vinci, but no, I went Ludwig and Vinci. That's just as bad as saying Giovanni and Kaiser. But where did you ever want to say it? Because Gunther isn't exactly I'd say Gunther would be his first name. But he just goes by Gunther, so maybe Ludwig and Giovanni. Or maybe like Gio or Varney. I don't know why I was going to say Varney first. Well, I don't know why that's funny. Varney. Make you think of like Vanish or something, I don't know. Or Varnish, more like. I don't know, anyways. Imperium's out here. Gunther's not going to be happy I'm making a mockery of him. Especially Gio. Anyways, let's see who Gunther's opponent is going to be, okay? That means he's going to be one half of this team. The team is, of course, DIY. Who will be challenging him? Oh, the nameplate says Johnny Gargano. So that's who it's going to be. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, this Rebel Heart. Johnny Takeover, Johnny whatever, Johnny Smackdown, Johnny Main Event, whatever you want to call him. He's challenging Gunther here tonight. Oh, and even Ilja said that this man is a worthy opponent and would love to fight him again someday. I think Teddy Long's made an excellent choice, and this is going to be a great main event for everybody here in Rhode Island. It's going to be great, this main event. Oof. Obviously, not much is on the line other than power rankings and pride and just saying that they beat the other man one-on-one in the main event of SmackDown, which I would say is a tall task and a high praise for either man. You can debate who's higher. I'd venture maybe, as much as I love Johnny Wrestling, I'd say maybe beating Gunther is the higher claim to fame. No, because Gunther is the longest reigning champion of two different titles, being that Intercontinental title and the NXT UK title. Both, I believe, are over 600 days. So, Gunther is a tough man to beat. Only a few people beat him. It's a short list. I believe I might be able to count. Am I able to? I think I can still count it on one hand, I believe. What are the names? Ilja Dragunov, Bron Breakker, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins. The four men that have been able to beat Gunther. So, can Johnny Gargano become the fifth man of that? Yeah, screw that. I say as much as I love Johnny Wrestling, it's a whole other feat to beat Gunther than it is to beat Johnny Gargano. Even though Johnny is the Rebel Heart, he is possibly one of the most resilient men. Gunther's just tough, and he's hard-hitting, and he will break through that will like no other man can. Anyway, Gunther, the boot to the face. Covers one. Kick out by Gargano. And now a knee drop to the face. I'm trying to think if I've got everybody there. I believe I got the four right. I think it is only four. But that's a list. That is a list. Plus, you got to think, three of those four. Actually, no, screw that. All four of those men are champions right now. Ilja Dragunov, a United States champion, possibly the greatest man of this season, MVP. Not even just male superstar of the year, but superstar of the year, champion of the year. What more can you say? Beaten this man, Gargano, twice this year. Once in a 1-on-1 setting and one in that gauntlet match where Gargano came out the same time as Ilja, and they were the two last men before Ilja put Gargano away. Then there's Braun Breaker, your world heavyweight champion, who's, I was saying new, he's been champion for over a month now. Beat Cody Rhodes, he did. Cashed it in and everything. Then, of course, also, I'm trying to do this in order, I think. I believe Ilja beat Gunther before Braun did, if I'm not mistaken. Then there was Balor. Balor is your new SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Most recent of that. And he had to challenge Rollins twice for that Universal title because he drew him. And, of course, that leads to the fourth man, Seth Rollins, the most recent man to beat Gunther, is, of course, your Universal Champion. So if that doesn't just show a testament to Gunther and the kind of man he is and how tough it is to defeat this man, and the fact that all four people that have beaten him are current champions right now in the WWE, including the quote-unquote world champion of both brands, are two men that have defeated Gunther, then I don't know what else you can say about the man than just saying that. So, like I said, no disrespect to Gargano, he's putting up a hell of an effort in this match so far, but we're talking about the ring general Gunther here. So yeah, I will change my statement about it being a close call. Much I love Gargano, it's all Gunther in my opinion. And talking to Gunther now, just what a slap to the midsection. And just choking on Gargano. Oof. Gunther's already shown off them strikes. They were shedding blows earlier. That is Gunther's repertoire. Oh, don't get me wrong, Gunther is great in many things, but I think if there's one thing that shines above it all, is that hard-hitting offense from Gunther. Sure, he's great technically as well, and he knows how to hurt people in like submissions and grapple offense, but if there's one thing I think he is head and shoulders, especially when it comes to above everybody else, it is that hard-hitting offense. Few can do it like him. I'd argue maybe even he is the top of his game, top of everybody's game in that regard. They count of 9. It's good about to be made a fifth person to have beaten him, but no. Gunther makes it back in, and Gargano's hung up on the ropes there. Vinci playing dividend there. And Gunther now just choking Gargano out now. And now just dropping the knee on the face of Gargano. Gunther's just taking it to Johnny now. Oof. I have a feeling Gunther won't like Johnny in a lot of ways. He might respect him as a wrestler, but I imagine he wouldn't like himself being called Johnny Wrestling. I think he would consider that a joke. Gunther drops the sidewalk slam now on Gargano. And now a knee drop. Jeez. No, Gunther stomping away by Gargano. Oh, what a slam down by Gunther. So I think I was going back to about who fighting who, about what would be the greater feat to fight or beat, sorry, whatever, you know what I'm on about. I think it's just respectful enough if Gargano can hold in this as long as he can. Every second longer he lasts in the ring with Gunther is respectable. But now Gunther's just smashing Gargano's face into that turnbuckle, and I think I see some blood dripping down the face of Gargano too. That is my point. Gunther hits hard, but Gargano, very resilient. Is he resilient enough to beat Gunther? Let's find out. Oh, Gunther, power bomb to Gargano. 1, 2, but Gargano kicks out. And Gunther not taking too kindly, but no, Gargano rolls away momentarily, gets him back to his feet, bounce off the ropes, but no, Gunther gets out of that. No, boots down Gargano. Ciampa watching on. Worried for his friend, maybe. And now the face washes of Gunther there to Gargano. He's trying to wash the blood away. Doesn't want to get it on his sacred mat. There's Gunther now. Tossing Gargano across the ring. And now Gunther drops himself on Gargano. Oh, but Gargano, no. But no, Gunther gets him on the shoulders. And now, what's he looking for here? Hangs Gargano on the ropes there. Jeez. And now drops the knee on Gargano. No, Gargano out of the way. No, Gunther yet again picking up Gargano now. And now just trying to toss. No, I don't know what that was, but Gargano gets out. Oh, drops the toe hold on Gunther, locking in the Gargano escape on Gunther. Will Gunther tap? Will Gunther tap? He's waving that arm in agony. Gargano's locked this in good. He's locked it in tight. Will Gunther get out of this? Find out any second, maybe. Maybe Gunther's about to tap. He looks like he's maybe fading. I don't know. Gunther. Oh, he shifts his weight. Oh, the knee to the back of the head. That's brutal. And now Gunther the shotgun drop kick. But look at what that's taken out of Gunther too. He had to take a second to connect his breathing there. You know, Gunther climbing to the top rope, but Gargano still getting to his feet. And Gunther, foul strike, Gargano tried. And Gunther now the drop kick off the top rope. Going for the cover. 1, 2. And Gargano barely gets his shoulder up. And still Gargano fights. And Gunther, he knows Gargano's trying to get to his feet. He's begging him to do it. Just toying with Gargano now. Oh, grabs him by the head. Takes his head off with a clothesline lariat. Jeez. And yet again dropping another knee on Gargano. Just tugs in that head right now. Oh, Gargano DDT. Oh, Gargano's not going to be happy. There's blood on the mat. There is blood on his sacred mat. And Gargano looking to build a bit of a comeback on Gunther. Kick to the head. Gunther falls into the corner now. Gargano still dripping with blood, but still fighting as you'd expect. Nothing less. The lawn die into the corner there. Jeez. Gargano. What's he setting up for here? I don't know. It doesn't matter now because Kaiser getting the distraction on Gargano there. He's Gunther making the climb back. Gunther. Don't know. Gargano saw out of the corner of his eye and German suplex. Gunther there. And Gargano now. Yeah, again, looking to lock in another Gargano escape. But Gunther's foot was under the rope. They're not good by Gargano. They're not showing enough ring awareness. Oh, there's blood all over the mat there. Gunther's not going to be happy. Gargano repositioning. And looking for another Gargano escape. Will Gunther tap out? I have no idea. I have no inkling. But no, Gunther wrenching on the arm. And an M&E smash to the back of the head. Gargano's really got to try it. I think Gunther's just stronger than Gargano. Sorry, I just got distracted by that chop. That looked brutal. And that would have connected with Gargano. Might have just taken his heart out of his chest at that point. Or maybe like taking his eyes out of his socket at a certain level. But Gargano now. Oh, Gunther dodged it. Gunther drops down, sweeps the legs of Gargano there. And Gunther now chops down Gargano, just making him feel every bit of it. And now into the barricade. Oof, this has been a fight, but look at the blood on the mat. Saw this earlier with JD versus Rollins. These men have been tearing each other apart tonight. Jeez. Imperium just doing what they will with Gargano at this point. Not necessarily breaking the rules necessarily. But the ref, I think he might have had enough. But I don't know. Yeah, I think he sent Vinci going home. But Kaiser's still there. Oh, Gargano taking Takani to that. A clothesline down to Gunther. Gargano firing. Gets another strike in. But no, Gunther, these two men looking to trade blows once again. Who will get our Invicta there? Oof. Gunther Oh, like I said, Gunther's the tougher one. He's the harder hitting one, but Gargano has the bigger heart, the more resilience. Gunther, no, I don't even know what names anymore. Then, no, Gargano gets countered. And another clothesline to Gargano there. Gunther, what's he looking for here? Chops down Gargano, jeez. And Gunther heading to the top rope. What's he looking for here? Drops the knee over the chest of Gargano now, jeez. Just jeez. And I'm just taking their head off Gargano again. Gunther picking up Gargano with a powerbomb. 1, 2. Gargano kicks out again, oh my. Gunther not looking to be done. No. Gargano, the jawbreaker. Super kick blocked by Gunther, sorry now. And now Gunther, powerbomb again to Gargano. Covers 1, 2, 3. Gunther, your winner. I would say Gargano was certainly a worthy opponent here tonight. And getting Gunther back in his winning ways. He had to work for it, that is for sure. And I expect nothing less against going against like a man of Gargano's stature and everything about him. But no, Gunther was victorious here tonight. What a Smackdown. Anyways, Kaiser celebrating with Gunther for that victory. But look at the blood, the markets left on Gunther. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching this episode of Smackdown. And I will see you for the next episode of Universe Mode, which is Monday Night Raw.